Okay, we are going to start our morning meditation. Gently close your eyes. Beautiful Saturday morning. Meditation happening live stream from the temple, and also some people in person here at the temple. This is our second day during this pandemic. We open our temple to public. So anyway, you all are here, or you are virtually joining me this morning. So thank you so much for your loving, mindful commitment to your own practice. Take few deep, long breaths and relax your whole body. Now send your loving thought towards yourself, thinking, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Now send your loving thoughts towards your family. May all of my family members be well, be happy, be peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. Remember, this loving intention is very powerful practice. We all can grow and develop this intention to a higher awareness. This is one of the best practice for purification of the mind. Now send your loving thoughts towards whole world. May all living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Different people, different parts of the world, different countries, different ethnic groups. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful. Now slowly turn your attention to your breath, which is your life. Every breath you take in, you take out, is taken mindfully. Focus on your natural, ordinary breaths. You are not doing it by force, naturally happening. You are watching, you are observing your breath, your mind, your feelings, your emotions. You are fully present to this present moment, what is happening in your mind and your body. No need to repress your thoughts. No need to control them. Just be. Now observe your mind, observe your body. Your body is relaxed, your mind is calm, tranquil and peaceful. Make a strong determination to practice every day. May peace be with you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. Thank you very much. Please open your eyes. Okay. Good morning, everybody. So happy birthday to myself. I think that's the best wish I can make to myself today. Anyway, today is my birthday conventionally. This is the day I was born into this world. Um, so anyway, I'm thinking life is only a reflection. So I was thinking today I want to reflect about my life, and also maybe this reflection will help you to understand something about your life too. So when I was in Sri Lanka, very young, the home, I cannot remember they celebrated my birthday. I cannot remember at all. I can remember, my parents cut a cake or having gifts. I didn't have that experience at all. So after I left the country, my 20s, I was in Australia. I can remember that too. So then I came to the United States. The first time I can remember my 30s, people celebrated my birthday here. It was first time it was kind of weird. Why? It is not conditioned in my mind. I didn't have an idea in my mind we had to celebrate my birthday or people had to give me gifts or something. I don't have an idea at all. Even now I don't feel it. I have to celebrate it. So I think this is the first time, maybe almost 15, 16 years, I am here at the Blue Lotus for my birthday, because I'm always at the summer, I'm out of country and doing my charities. Last year when I was in Sri Lanka, our center in Sri Lanka, they were kind of planning to celebrate my birthday. I said the best thing I can do, I want from you, you guys, I want to have a quiet day. So because every day I am celebrating life with people, sitting in front of people, I need the quiet day. I was kind of hiding that day. But I know my family, friends, they did lots of things without me that day. I was kind of hiding in somewhere and I enjoyed myself. Anyway, so now think about your culture, the birthday. After you're born into this world, when you're born into this world, your parents or your grandparents put an idea into your mind, birthday has to celebrate, right? So now when you are raising with, growing with that idea and concept, then what happens? When the birthday comes, you have that expectation, especially when we are children. My parents will celebrate my birthday. Sometimes my parents are sending me messages, to the temple. During this pandemic, we couldn't celebrate my child's birthday. He was so disappointed. He was so upset. He was so mad. He was so angry about the pandemic. He cannot be with the friends. And why is that? I was thinking, this is my reflection. This is not right or wrong. Why is that? When we are young, they put an idea into their head. Birthday has to celebrate. This is the way it has to celebrate. So I think it is totally fine, how you are celebrating it. Is nothing wrong with that. So anyway, I think the day I was born, when I compare my life today, is a totally different story. So today, this morning, because last night I came home actually midnight, it's a long drive, and so I went to bed around 1 morning and so I was thinking, today I'm celebrating my birthday. And so then I was thinking, every day last many years I was born into this world. Every moment I wake up, I born, I was dying, up and down, good and bad, all those things happen in my life. So when people are looking at my life now, they always thinking, he's a monk. He has a wonderful life. Yes, I do. I'm so grateful I have a wonderful life. And so, but what you see now, this is not the true story. Because I have a long journey, long story. I had a very difficult childhood experiences with my family because they didn't have enough. However, they did a great job. Then I became a monk. Then I was under training. I did all those work. Then all the up and down and emotional difficulties and challenges. Until today, life was full of challenges. Life was full of challenges. But anyway, I know how to put the smile onto my face. I'm really good with that. So I'm always smiling to people and But there always, even you are smiling, we have a story behind our head, you always something going on. So what I'm telling you, what you see today is not the truth. It is a truth, but there's a long story behind it. So anyway, when I'm reflecting on my life, I feel so happy. However, I did really well. I'm so happy to be here right now in this present moment with you all the world's hunger with me. When I was a young monk, my teacher never asked to me go to America or teach to American people or traveling around the world. No idea. I heard about America, but I don't know what it is. So anyway, now I am here in America serving to you all, and this is my life, it is going now. So this morning after I wake up, I was thinking how I have to celebrate my birthday in a proper way. How I have to celebrate my birthday to beneficial to myself and also beneficial to the whole world. Right? So therefore, I started fundraiser. Many people donated. I'm so grateful to you all. And actually today in Sri Lanka, they donated 100 people, 100 families, all the basic groceries for them. During this pandemic, they lost jobs, they cannot go to work, and not like here, they have a really difficult time, because those poor people, when I was young, they fed me, they gave me education, everything was free. Now I am serving here in this country, still they are happy about it. Then I was thinking I want to give something for those people for my birthday. Actually they did the great job. I saw a couple of pictures and I didn't get all the information yet. We fed 100 families, more to go, and we had to work on the little by little. It's a big project during this pandemic to do that. So what I am suggesting you, I am asking as a practitioner, as a mindful practitioner, what we had to do, what I did. I had the thought one day in my mind long years ago. Many people know I used to be an angry little monk, and you can ask these monks, they know really well. And so I was an angry person. The angry means it's not the bad way. Anger is anyway bad. I have a quick temper, right? I can yell at everybody, and so that's my nature, giving a hard time to everybody, even to my teacher and all the people at the temple. It was a very challenging time, because that time I can remember they love me, then same time they hate me because of my aggressive nature. Okay, so anyway, one day I had the very sad feeling. I thought, I don't want to live like this anymore. So being angry, being mad, being upset always doesn't help. So then I was thinking I have to go opposite of this, opposite direction from this. So then what I did, I created the wholesome thought in my mind. Just one thought, very simple thought I created in my mind long years ago. I want to grow with these wholesome thoughts called the loving kindness. So I was angry. Now I had to go opposite direction. What is the direction I have? I have to start this thought in my mind. I call the wholesome thoughts. It makes sense? The wholesome thoughts. When you hear the wholesome thoughts, maybe so many different things come to your mind. So don't make it very complicated, right? Wholesome thoughts means that thought has to be beneficial to self and beneficial to other people. That's it. Very simple. So then I had that wholesome thoughts in my mind. Then right after I have that in my mind, then I recognize that thought, it is in my mind right now. That's very important. Just having a thought is not enough. Then after a few days, when we go through this thought, and so then you have to recognize I have this thought established in my mind. It is not perfect, but it is established. Okay, so then when I recognize that thought, then I start to live with it. Does it make sense? I start to live with that thought. Not just a thought, I recognize it, now I have to live with it. That means I put into the action for myself and other people. I did all my work every day. Even people are criticizing me or mad with me, it doesn't matter for me. I always really developing and living in that quality. So now many years later, when I am reflecting my life today, I can see that quality is really growing in my mind, really developing in mind. Many different directions I can see that quality of choose loving kindness is really growing different direction in my life, not just for beneficial for myself, and also now think about last the 20 years being here in Illinois, how many thousands of people who came to the temple, how many thousands of people around the country and the world. Being myself and practicing my quality of loving kindness, how many people receive the benefit, and same time I receive the benefit too. So when I am really quality, then I realize and I have emotional joy with that quality, that it is radiant in my mind, and same time I have joy in my mind because of that quality. This makes sense to everybody? I have joy now. So that joy is an emotional joy, in mental joy in my mind. So then I experience, when I have that mental joy in my mind, is turned into physical joy too. It's affecting to my body. So like I think maybe 15 years ago, I'm almost dying. I had some physical problems. I was dying, and doctor said you have to get ready for the surgery, otherwise you have to figure it out what to do. And so I decided I'm not going to do that. So that's how I woke up in one morning. I don't want to do it. I don't have to have a second thought from somebody, talking to somebody as an idea. But one morning I was sitting and meditating. I was deciding, I practice loving kindness many years. I help thousands of people in the world, even I have lots of physical difficulties. One last thing happened in my life, I'm going to die. That's the worst case scenario. I prepared for my mind for that. Then I still developed my quality of loving kindness. That day I was sitting, I decided I am not going to do the surgery. After they cut it, they cannot put it back. If they can do it, I am ready to do it. But then, so now 15 years later, I don't have an issue now. So why I am telling you this, when you practice loving kindness, when you have this wholesome thought in your mind, then you recognize it is happening. The good word, it is conceive in your mind and your body. So when you conceive it, like a baby, so then what we have to do, we have to raise it. So what I did many years, I raised whatever conceive in my mind, I start to raise it. I put the energy into it, I put my power into it, I was thinking about it, I was wake up with it. I have it's not a disorder, but I like to use that word. I have a disorder. If I cannot give something to somebody, I feel something missing in my life. I always emotionally, materially, I want to give something to somebody. That every day when I do that, I feel good. That means I was developing that quality. Then it's affecting to my body, my mind. Now what I am doing now, rest of my life, I am going to live with this. This is my meditation practice. So what I am asking you today, this morning, my birthday, don't make a big deal as a meditation. Oh my God, I had to meditate. I had to sit 1 hour. I had to go to a 10-day retreat. I had to do this and that. If you want to do that, please do. But this is very simple. Just bring one thought into your mind. This loving kindness is actually very powerful thought in our lives. You can bring that thought into your mind. Let it to grow. Let it to grow. But it has to be very honest. When you are developing that quality, don't believe every day you are going to be very peaceful. No. Even after I got that idea into my mind, I had so many terrible and miserable moments in my life. It is not joyful. But anyway, all those miserable moments in my life, I turn into loving kindness and to benefit to myself and the benefit to the world. Some situation I remember, I feel this is it, I'm mad, I'm angry, I don't want to do this, and it was crazy, I want to be crazy, and all those thoughts happen. But the good thing, after that, the thought conceived in the mind, we feel like the baby, how mother raised the baby. I have this beautiful baby in my mind and my body, I have to raise it. However, many years I gave all my energy and time to develop this thought. So whatever I am doing in the world right now, because of the energy of loving kindness. So therefore I am asking, you all are celebrating your birthday, one day of each year. So I am asking, if you want to do a party, please do it. It is totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, bring that wholesome thought into your mind. My birthday, that means I am getting closer to the death, which is totally fine. Same time, do something for the world. Do something for the world. Even you have that powerful intention to do something for the world, you cannot finish it. You have so much to do, but your intention is so powerful. Now think about these 25-30 people here. If you have that kind of wholesome thoughts every day you are planting in your mind, if you are let it grow, you can make this world, the beautiful place. So that's what I am thinking today, the power of loving kindness. And so I am so grateful to all of you. I feel I am the one of the luckiest monk in the world. Why? I gave so much to the world. As a single person, I gave so much for the world. Sometimes it is overwhelming what I am hearing from the people. So, and now today I felt this morning, I received that much from the people. It is this starting yesterday evening, it is bombarding all the messages. Thousands of people. Sometimes I cannot remember who they are. I cannot remember where they are coming from. No idea, some people. But they are bombarding all the messages, their stories and pictures and non-stop. So then I want to reply to each person, but it's another whole 24-hour job. So it is so powerful. That means I am receiving whatever I gave to the world, now I am receiving it. That's why I said, I am so lucky to be here in this world right now. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I am so happy and so grateful to all the Blue Lotus Sangha and my world Sangha, all the communities around the world, and who helped me, who supported me. And without your kindness and compassion, I don't think I can go this far in this world, because I'm just single person. I did my job as much as I can. Then you supported for my journey. That's why this beautiful place is here. That's why a couple of other Blue Lotus Temple around the world. And that's how all other people get support. Now think about, I was in Sri Lanka. Those people supported me, those poor people. Then I came to this country. I helped you all. Now you are helping me back to help them. How powerful that, right? Give and receiving, always we are going around. That is the power of loving kindness. So therefore I am asking, only thing you have to do today, go and plant a seed, just one thought in your mind. Forget about all other vipassana, meditation, insight meditation, all those techniques and ideas, forget about it. Just go and plant one thought in your mind, let it grow. That is my birthday gift for you all. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, you guys hear me? This? about why I was so emotional. I think in part it's because I've been flooded with memories of all the birthdays that I have gotten to spend with Monte. So he's never in America, but I'm often with him where he is. And we have traveled the world together and been to some crazy places and locations. And I realized when I walked in here that I moved to McHenry County when I was 11 years old. And on Christmas Eve of my first year here at 11, I came to this room and spent the midnight mass, and we were Unitarian church. Monte became a monk when he was 11, and it's just pretty ridiculous that we're standing here today in this capacity. And I wanted to think about how to honor his birthday, and the first thought I had was, I am so glad that he's never here for his birthday, because exactly what would happen is we all would so lovingly bestow gifts upon him, and then a few months later he would sell all those gifts at the Sri Lankan auction, and we would all be hurt, and he would raise money for his charities, and then I would have to clean up all those hurt feelings. So that's the first thought I had. And then I was thinking about the difference between Americans and Monte touched on this. And the difference between an American birthday and a Sri Lankan birthday, or maybe a layperson's birthday and a monk birthday. And there's been, my counterpart in Sri Lanka is Michael, and Michael and I, more than a number of times, have attempted to do a birthday celebration, but we had to do it in secret, because we were somewhere in Sri Lanka where you can't celebrate monks, you can't have a birthday, you cannot sing, we have to be public in any of those ways, we can't hug. It's not like that. And we have more than a number of times caused quite a scene and gotten him in big trouble that he had to then go clean up later. So, at any rate, I want to share something that is, I think you might find a little interesting. So, the backstory of this is, for about the last, I'm going to say 8 years, I've been working on a pretty big project with Monte, documenting the 37 practices of Bodhisattva. And frankly, we haven't talked about it in a number of years because it's been in like this whole editing, publishing phase of the project. And these 37 practices have really kind of been woven into my life. And I often acknowledge that I can't find a part of my life that's not affected by these 37 teachings. But what's more true for me is I can't find a part of my life that's not affected by my friendship with Monte. And so I'm just so grateful. And I wanted to share a little bit about Monte with you all. In the introduction to this piece of work that we're going to have published in May of next year, the publisher asked me to write a description of myself and of Monte. And I'm not going to share with you the part about myself as much as possible, but I do want to share with you the part about Monte, maybe some details that some of you have not heard. And the way that this is written in the introduction is, it's written in 37 points, because the book is the 37 practices. Each chapter is its own standalone practice. And so I wrote the introduction as a list of 37 things. So I'm not going to read all 37 because some of them are my story, but I'm going to read part about this. And this will give you an idea. Number 2 is, Buddhists are obsessed with lists. So I'm going to tell you about Monte and me in the same format as the 37 practices. This way you can easily make up your mind if you want to go further. I hope you'll stick around. Number 4. 1969, right, Bhante? Yeah. In 1969, Bhante Sujatha was born in Sri Lanka, a tiny island off the coast of India. Sri Lanka is broadly considered the historical gatekeeper of Buddhist history and tradition. Bhante became a monk at age 11 after informing his parents that if they did not consent to his ordination, he would throw himself off the bridge into the Mawali River. And in 2013, I stood on that bridge and looked at that river with him, and he told me the story. It was quite sure glad his parents consented. Bante's father owns a machine shop, and his mother is illiterate, neither having access to anything Americans would consider school. He was taught that loving one another and the Buddha's teachings are the roadmap to life. Bhante Sujatha is described as a spiritual leader. He is revered across the world and booked years in advance for people seeking his teachings on loving kindness and how to apply practical spiritual lessons to living with more joy. Bhante and I are both students of the teachings of the Buddha, not necessarily Buddhists, and we apply the teachings to our actions. I blow it and start again. Bhante blows it far less often. Bhante and I are more than student and teacher. Over the last 2 decades, we've been around the world on crazy adventures, meditating in moldy church basements and rooftop gardens and inner cities and exotic monasteries that fit the seeker's imagination of nirvana. We've raised lots of money for cool projects, taught workshops together, and we've hiked around the world. I've deepened my commitment through vows and precepts, and he's expanded his reach through a clearer understanding of how true Americans see things. Bhante would prefer to never touch money. He owns next to nothing, travels for 3 months at a time with a single small carry-on with fresh robes and shaving cream. He never takes a day off, ever, has no free time, and doesn't do anything that isn't in direct service to others. It's extreme beyond what most could ever comprehend. I often walk through my days full of shame. Some days I wake up with racing thoughts. I hate my looks or my tone of voice. I'm positive I might be alone forever and no one will love me. I live with the certainty that I have either overshared and sound ridiculous and egoic, or undershared and I'm willing to do anything to hide it. In contrast, Bhante ends each day with a smile and says, I did my best today, no matter how good or bad it turned out. Bhante runs a chain of temples and meditation centers, and he likes to say our businesses don't have much difference, only different words. My professional and personal mission statement is clear and direct. Work hard, tell the truth, love people. Bhante's is far more to promote individual peace of mind, compassion for all beings, spiritual growth, and an ethical way of life based on Buddhist teachings. Bhante grew up in a one-room mud house. He has the same baggage that many of us do, but he spent his entire life transforming suffering into generous action. He was awarded the highest honor in his lineage, being named Chief Sammanayaka of North America in 2013 for his humanitarian work and for spreading Buddhist teaching to the West. We make fun of him all the time about his fame. No ego, he always responds. I absolutely do not believe him. Bhante only sees the good in people. I ask him to notice the other parts of them, sometimes for his own safety or for the well-being of our temple and community, but he cannot see it. He was given X-ray vision into people's purest hearts. Or maybe it's that he's earned that vision. After all, early in his life, he battled huge anger issues. It took him years of hard work to soften his heart and retrain his natural instincts to lead with kindness. When I met Bhante, I already understood some of where my craziness came from. first hello with Bhante, as Augustine Burroughs promised me, was a turning point in my confusion and suffering. In my time as his friend and his student, now his cohort, I've watched this be true for tens of thousands of people. Bhante struck off from his homeland with not much more than an alms bowl and a cloth robe. He left his family and friends and supportive monastic teachers to live in Woodstock, Illinois, a nearly all-white Midwestern community that held a Ku Klux Klan rally on the town square the exact month he arrived. He started teaching meditation with only 2 students, and on the first night he prayed they wouldn't come back because he was so scared to keep teaching. Bhante has a mystical quality about him. I have witnessed his transformative power 1,000 times over. He shows people how to open their hearts and let joy rise. He might have a master's degree in Buddhism, but rarely shares intellectual knowledge. Instead, he shares his own stories of how practice changed him and is changing the world. The more I observe life, the more I realize the struggles and suffering of the world will never cease or change. Suffering and struggle are immovable facts, basic reality. It is within all of us the change has to happen. Number 37. My middle name is William, after my dad's twin brother, and it's as common as it gets. In stark contrast to common Sri Lankan names with Buddhist meanings like Chatura, foster of genius, or Govinda, Bodhi tree, Bhante Sujatha's birth name is Neil, named after Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on. So, would you guys all help me sing to our favorite mom, Happy Birthday, with your nice son? Since we can't have real cake, I have symbolic cupcake. And the truth is, it's truly symbolic because I know Bhante won't even eat it. And then after practice, we do have cupcakes for you all. And because of our social distancing situation, you could just take them on your way out, and then we ask you to eat them outside.
Thank you, Tyler.
You have your lighter?
Okay, everybody ready? Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bhante. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I'm just one. I'm so happy I'm one. Now I become oneness, right?
You don't think there's on the other hand too. Yeah.
We debated long and hard about candles, and would we do like 50 some odd? Or is he truly the chief monk and the boss monk and the first monk here? So one kind of settles it all. So I want to just talk for a moment, if I could, about these awkward times. I was reflecting back to a conversation a lot of years ago where Bhante asked me to serve, and I said, well, I'll consider it, but I'd like you to tell me how this will all work and like what would be expected of me. And he goes, oh, it's very easy. I'll teach the people you do everything else. So I was a little overwhelmed, but that's sort of how it's been since. And luckily there's a lot of people around here that have jumped in and helped make this go every day. And I will say, in early March, we began a new journey at the Blue Lotus. It was pretty scary. And I remember with some of our board members, I think we canceled and then restarted Taste of Sri Lanka maybe 8 times in a week. Because one day it felt like we should cancel, and the next day like, oh, we're fine. This virus will be resolved by then. It's a week away. It sort of feels so ridiculous now that we were having such naive little conversations about the Taste of Sri Lanka after all that's happened around the world. Soon after we did meet the final decision to cancel it. Then we had to reconcile how do we cancel meditation and how do we close down a place of such incredible refuge and resource to refill people in the midst of such fear and panic and change. The two things feel really counter to each other, don't they? Like here, the temple maybe since this has happened has become more needed than ever before, and yet become less available than ever before in a physical form. And so we really wrestled with that, and we had many long nights of discussion about what's more dangerous, us being together or us not being together. And the most amazing result is what I want to share with you. I think among the numerous blessings of these interesting times for us has been the realization that this temple means nothing. That this is just a building. These are just floors and wood and bricks. And the temple is within all of us. And the whole reason we've been coming here to practice is to be ready for these times. To be able to renew that part of us after we enter the chaos, to get centered, to pause, to be a lamp for those without light, as we say at the end of every meditation. And this physical space has no value to that. There's no correlation. And so we've been able to just alter the way we do things. And so the most interesting things have happened. We closed the temple, and I think for a week we didn't really know what to do, and then somebody pulled out a little iPhone and said, well, why don't we try streaming it? And it was really bad. You all may remember. I think we didn't have audio really. The phone fell a few times, and Bhante was nervous and sweating in his robes. He's like, I don't like this, there's no people. And it wasn't great. And then the next week was a little better. And by the third week, we started to watch the views. And I don't know how many people do we fit in the temple? A few hundred if we're really packed, but we don't get a few hundred for every meditation. Sometimes 10, sometimes 50, maybe 80 on a Saturday. We were starting to see numbers like 1,800, 2,500, 3,500, 10,000. And so, in the face of what appeared to be such sorrow and tragedy, we observed our ability to offer refuge, grow and grow and grow. And our physical space became even more irrelevant as we continue to realize that the reach is however we show up, and we have to do it differently. That doesn't mean we don't have to do it. And so now, every day, we are filled with messages and letters and comments of people who are far away from us, sometimes in other countries, that are showing up online and getting access to this practice. And I just don't think that there could be a way to measure the impact of that and the good that that's doing in the world. And so, while we are back here in a very limited form, we are still doing and fulfilling Bhante's original mission every single day. And so I want to extend a lot of gratitude to the board for helping make that happen, and to our amazing staff, and then these monks who are just day in and day out, like a constant drumbeat, holding this space for us and keeping this practice alive for all of us to access. And so I'm grateful, Bhante, I'm so grateful for you. I'm glad you were born. I'm so grateful for Amma and her giving birth to you. And here we are, doing our thing. So this is our second week back in the building. The way this is working is we, in consultation with the CDC and the guidelines around, we've made the decision that we feel safe with about 25 people in the building. And we've chosen to not make an announcement about the temple being reopened with any permanency. Right now we were open last week, and today we're open today, and I'm not going to promise you we will be open next Saturday. We're not in the business of making promises right now. We're trying to be present and see how we feel. And Bhante's and my communications have been, let's take it day by day and see how safe we feel, see how honoring it feels to all of us and our safety and our needs. And so that's what we're doing. Right now it's felt really good. There has been some struggle. I think that people have an overwhelming desire to help the monks. understand that desire, and the monks have absolutely no capacity to stop them. They won't do it. And so I'm asking everybody to really increase your mindfulness, that they will not say to you, please don't, but they really do not want you to. Bante's talked a little bit about his health. He's being humble about it. It is precarious, and has been for most of his journey. And we really don't want him sick. You know, we want him to be well and joyful and be able to continue to fulfill his mission. So I appreciate all of you who signed up in advance, and I ask everybody to just continue to be so mindful that if we really love him and are really grateful, let's not help him. Let's keep our distance. The other thing I want to say is that this is a free country. We all have varying points of view. And we are hearing from some people that wearing a mask in a building is violating their constitutional rights. We have people show up and say they're not going to wear a mask and they're coming in anyway. We certainly honor everyone's individual choices. And I just want to be clear that all the decisions here and any frustration about that should be directed to me and not the monks. And obviously recognize that we have a responsibility to follow the law and to adhere to guidelines and to try to be as honoring as we can to all points of view. And so that's what we're doing. And I think we've done a really good job with that. So what I would say is thank you all for living your practice so beautifully out in the world. We're really excited to get back here on our, in a more traditional capacity, and we have no idea when that will be. We're going to continue to check in. I'm reminded of a morning, Bhante, you can correct my mistakes here, but a number of years ago, Bhante agreed to hike Adam's Peak with me, which is, can you describe Adam's Peak for a second? What's the symbol?
It's the holy place. It's a Buddha's footprint is there. He visited Sri Lanka 3 times. One time he left his footprint there. That's the holy site.
Yeah, and so it's considered one of the sacred pilgrimages for Buddhists, and it's quite a journey. We started at midnight, and we hiked up the mountain all night. It's 8 miles in one direction, almost all stairs. And so we got there in time for the sunrise. But before we began that journey, we were at the meditation center, and tell people about what Sri Lankans believe about geckos when they hear a gecko.
Gecko?
Gecko.
They are like a
lizard,
right? They are kind of fortune tellers, or always telling, when they are kind of saying something, we think, oh, gecko said too. It's confirming.
Yeah. So we sat around the breakfast, which was actually dinner, which we were eating at midnight, and Bhante said, I'm not sure if we're going to go or not. We have to get quiet and wait and see. And I was like, dude, I just traveled 10,000 miles. We are climbing the mountain. So I was like, what are you talking about? And he says, we have to wait for confirmation. And then he just sat there quiet, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like a little mad, and then all of a sudden we heard the gecko, and he goes, good to go, and he got up and jumped into bed. And so one of the big lessons he's taught me is how important it is to check in with your heart, and to not make plans until your heart guides you. Use your heart as a GPS. And so that's how we're going to operate this. That's how we're going to manage this temple. We really appreciate the online donations. I want to acknowledge that this is a very difficult time and precarious experience for us as stewards of this place. As you can imagine, there's a lot of resources needed to support the temple and the monastics, and people are not here to donate. So we did try to pivot to some online donations, and we're sure grateful for all of that. If everybody who showed up online and gave $1, we would probably pay off more than based on the number of views we're getting. But until then, we just ask everybody to check in with your own situation, and if you feel called and if you have the ability, we'd appreciate any support. Every dollar counts. Just because the temple has been closed, as we all know across the whole world, that doesn't mean the bills stop. And so I'm just here to say thank you all for that support, and please consider keeping it up. And last but not least, happy birthday, my dear friend. I love you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.